For ease of display and calculations, let's use the results of the Women's 9-Hole Golf Club to illustrate the process of determining the winner of the sweeps competition. The game is low net, played on the front 9. There is an overall winner and then place winners for each flight. The players that X out are not eligible for sweeps awards. The X out players, Donna and Jessie, have an NR in the X out column, meaning no return. They are still eligible for birdie and chip-in awards. Their X out scores are also included in the eclectic awards calculations. First, let's find the overall winner. Sort the players based on the low net column AS. The player with the lowest net score is Janice. She now drops out of the flight competition. Sort the remaining players by flight, column AT, and then by net score, column AS, from smallest to largest. First, let's evaluate Flight A. We have 3 players in Flight A. Based on the club's sweeps rules, if there are 3 to 5 players in a flight, only a first place is awarded at $3. The first place winner in Flight A is Regina. Flight B has 6 players. With 6 players, first and second place is awarded. First place to Nell and second to Dana. Flight C has 5 players. With 3 to 5 players, only first place is awarded. The first place winner of Flight C is Misty. Flight D has 8 players. Before we award places, let's make sure there are enough players in Flight E. Flight E has 2 players. Since flights with fewer than 3 players must be combined with another flight, let's combine Flight E with Flight D. Now let's resort the Flight D and E based on net score. We now have 10 players in the DE combo flight. If there are 9 or more players in a flight, first, second, and third places are awarded. It looks like there is a tie for first place. 2 players have a net score of 39. If this was an 18-hole round, we would use the preferred USGA method called the matching scorecards method. We would compare the gross score of the last 9 holes minus half the handicap first, and then if there is still a tie, the last 6 with 1/3 handicap, etc. For 9-hole rounds and 18-hole shotgun starts, this method is not always desirable. We will use the gross on most difficult holes method, also known as sudden death. We will compare the individual hole scores on the cards, sometimes called a card-off. Judith and Lynn are tied for first place. Let's compare their score on the hardest handicap hole. For this course, on the front 9, it's hole number 3. They both scored the same, so let's continue to the second hardest hole, number 1. Judith scored an 8 and Lynn a 9. This breaks the tie. Judith is first and Lynn is second. We also have a tie for third place. Pamela and Kelly both have a net score of 41. Let's compare their score on the hardest hole, number 3. Pamela scored an 8 and Kelly a 7. This breaks the tie. Kelly is awarded third place.